Hi guys and girls, I'm Obsidian Ant and welcome to another live stream. Thank you everyone for coming by and joining in here. Great to see you all, and it's nice to at last be at 150,000 subscribers. Now, not usually the type of person to make a big deal out of all these sort of things, but it is a pretty significant one here. It's hard to ignore it really, so yeah, here we are. Going to be a bit of a different live stream today. I think we're going to look at well, I want to backtrack over some of my old videos, have a look at where we've been in the past and what it's all about, and if we've got a bit of time, maybe I'll jump in and play a game later on in the stream. Now, I've just noticed I've actually I'm streaming from the wrong connection here, so if you see any quality issues from the live stream itself, then do let me know, because chances are things may go a little bit iffy today, because we're streaming from my broadband connection, which is not that good. I normally stream from a 4G connection, but well, let me know. At any rate, hope everyone's doing all right. Thanks for all the congrats there, everyone. Thank you, Kelson. Thank you, Strawberry. Nice to see you here again as always. Thank you very, very much, Raptor. Trey, nice to see you getting the upgrade there. I see a few people talking early on about me not streaming on Twitch. I'm not streaming on Twitch today because it would seem a bit strange to go and put a live stream on Twitch and say I've just reached 150,000 subscribers on YouTube. So it didn't seem right, it didn't seem appropriate, so I'm not streaming over there on Twitch, at least today. But you know, talking about Twitch, I did reach partnership status. So I did apply for it and I was granted partnership over on Twitch, but it turns out that if you accept it, are we able to subscribe to you on Twitch now? Unfortunately not, Justin, because I haven't agreed to my Twitch application, to my Twitch partnership. They sent me over the contract. They've the music, I'll let you know. I can't remember the titles of these tracks. This is Stellardrone though now. But yeah, I did get through to the Twitch. I'm a Twitch partner now. Well, as long as I sign the contract, which I'm actually not going to sign the contract because it turns out that Twitch were unwilling to negotiate the contract, and I'd have to exclusively do all my gaming live streams over on Twitch. You're not allowed to stream whatsoever on any other platform. So I'll be staying here on YouTube, I guess. And yep, Raptor's got it right. We're spot on here with Stellardrone. Yeah, thanks Raptor, but unfortunately, though we got Twitch, I'm not going to be... I'll still be streaming on Twitch, but I'm not going to be signing the... the contract. So I won't be officially becoming a partner, even though they've actually invited me in there. But just the way it goes, I guess. Mercin, want your voice as a Kovas in your ship. So, although I'm not a Kovas, I doubt will I'll ever be an official Kovas. You can get me as a voice pack. You can get me as a voice pack from HDS Voice Packs, who are the same people behind the Kovas anyway. So have a look at the Kovas website and look for Obsidian. You can find me over there. That's if you use the voice packs or if you use Voice Attack. Trey Harris, thank you very, very much. Now, I don't think I've got notifications on the screen to come up just yet, so we'll get that sorted out in just a bit. Apologies for that, but thank you very much, Trey. Very much appreciated. Will I resign when I reach 200,000 subscribers? Well, it depends on how the vote goes. You have to vote for my deal, you see, Trey. You vote for my deal. Sergeant Stubby, thank you very much. And Raptor, thank you. Oh, look at that. Thank you. Yeah, that's apparently how it goes, Trey. I try to avoid it. So I saw someone mention early on Article 11 and Article 13, or some people are saying Article 17 even. yeah, I don't normally talk politics on this channel, but order, Trey. Yeah, I don't normally talk politics on this channel, but it's a bit difficult to avoid doing so when things like that come up. No idea yet how it's going to impact this channel. I'm going to be doing this for as long as I possibly can. I don't plan on ever stopping, but I guess it all comes down to how the various countries in Europe implement the laws, and also how YouTube actually go out and deal with it in the end. Right, so the idea today, the plan today, is that we're going to backtrack over some of my older videos here. Get rid of that. So yeah, we've got my YouTube channel here, 150,000 subscribers. Oh, Duchess Elysium, thank you. On the way to 200,000 subscribers. You're glad to have been a part of it. Well, thank you very much. Obviously, I couldn't have done this without all of you. It's been a fantastic journey, and it's pretty interesting actually, because next month, in a couple of weeks, I actually hit my 5-year anniversary here on YouTube. So yeah, there's that as well. So this is kind of a dual stream in many ways. It's 150,000 subscriber celebration, as well as hitting 5 years as well on YouTube. So yeah, Duchess, thank you very much. Always appreciated. Can the hand interest you in some snacks? Fried wines to be exact. Salt and vinegar scouts, Triplata Cyclops, Buffalo Basilisk. Yeah, these all sound pretty nice actually. As long as they've got no ammonia in them. I don't want any ammonia. Thank you, T. Rusky. Yep, White Line Fever. I mean, that is an option to move out of the EU. I wouldn't really want to have to come to do that, and I don't know even if I'd be able to do that. Justin, do I get money for watch time on YouTube? Money's paid for per advert watched, not for watch time. But yes, I do get paid for my YouTube videos. Yeah, the Article 13 one did quite well for views, didn't it? Samey, thank you very much. I was waiting for someone to use the Thungoid. Nice to see someone using the new emotes there, Stubby. So yeah, as I was saying, we've got my YouTube channel here on the screen today. We're not going to really be going, into too much in gameplay today. So it's kind of a chat. We're going to have a bit of a chat here on stream, and we're going to look back in time, because like I say, it's 5 years of YouTube. Oh, look at this. We can see ourselves, watching ourselves here if I click on the one there, but we're not going to do that. We're going to sort by oldest, and I think we just go through a few of the old videos here. And if you hang around a little bit further into the stream, I'll actually update the video title actually, I think. A little bit further into the stream, I've got a couple of giveaways. We've got a copy of Elite Dangerous to give away. Let's update the title there. Giveaways. A copy of Elite Dangerous to give away. We got a crate paint job to give away, and 2 copies of Everspace. So if you want to be involved with that, then do hang around, and you might be in for a chance of winning a copy of the game, or maybe a paint pack. We've also, what I want to do a little bit later on, is have a look at my YouTube Silver Play button. Now I was going to do an unboxing of that when it arrived, but I didn't get it at 100,000. It was actually late. It didn't arrive till the later half of last year. It turned up when I was about 135,000 subscribers, or somewhere around about that way. My play button finally arrived. I had to chase them up. But I thought I'd save it for the 150,000 live stream. So we got a little space on my desk cleared. So later in the stream we'll have a look at my play button as well.
So yeah, White Line Fever. The videos should still be available outside of the EU jurisdiction. Hopefully that's the theory, but there's always the possibility that YouTube may block uploads from inside the EU. We don't really know what they're planning on yet. Hey there, Stuart. Nice to see you here. Hope you're doing okay. And thank you very much, Darth Vader. So, here we are. As you can see, 4 years ago, we're actually going to open this video up. We're going to have a look at some of my old videos, videos through the years. The amount is still live. Now, I don't know what I was doing here at the start of this video, but messing around with the menus, and there's one other thing there. You can see there the date of my first video, 19th of April 2014. So as I say, we're coming up for a 5-year anniversary, so this is kind of a dual stream. But my first ever video, there's no talking here. This was from the Elite Dangerous Alpha Phase 1.1, you can see there at the top left. Okay, thank you, Trey. I'll drop that music down. It does sound a bit loud indeed. Hopefully that's a bit better. Have we got YouTube sound here? There we go. I don't know if you can hear the... Yeah, I think you can hear that. So yeah, basically what I was doing here, I thought it would be nice to... I thought it'd be nice to... when this would... What am I talking about? I've lost track of what I'm saying. Alright, Alpha. The Alpha Phase. Alpha Phase at 1.1 of Elite Dangerous. So it had just gone into Premium Beta, or was coming up for Premium Beta. And I thought what I would do is stream a couple of videos from the Alpha, so that people who didn't have access to the game could see what it was all about. So that was basically my first ever video, just doing one of the early missions. My voice may have been too soft because I moved away from the mic there for a minute. Hopefully I'm alright now. Ah, Brian Lucas, thank you very much. Thank you. Very, very much appreciated. Victor, congratulations on 150,000. Been a long trip. Well, it's nice to have had you all here all this time. Hey there, Spidey. Nice to see you here. Can you still find a chocolate candy called Smarties in the UK? We can indeed, Dr. Digital. Smarties are still here. Let's have a look at a couple of these other videos. So you can see very early on, Elite become my main focus very, very quickly. But I also started covering other games as well, or other software. By the time I was on my 4th video, we was looking at Space Engine already. We jumped into Star Citizen, which was just Arena Commander at that point, just flying around, not even in your hangar, I don't think. Stuart, OA voice is best to cringe voice. Yes, what is Stuart talking about there? Me, let's have a look. I did. Looks like I've shut it. Let's see if we can find what I was going to find here. Logitech. I think we should be able to find an image here. So before we go any further, I want to show you something. There we go. There we go, right there. So this... Yep, this is my first ever mic that I used for YouTube. This was a Logitech USB headset. Pretty cheap headset. I think it was something like £25. And it just come with this little terrible cheap mic. And I've said in the past, I've never was the most confident of people in the past. I wasn't a particularly confident person, and very, very nervous even making a video because anxious about people listening to me. So as Stuart points out, the first videos were a little bit cringy, and we'll have a listen to that in just a second. If you need a sponsor for citizenship in the United States, I'll be watching your channel. Just holler. Well, thank you very much, White Line. That means a lot. Thank you. Keith, congratulations. Thanks so much for your videos. I've been playing a few months, but your videos have definitely got you going. I'm glad the videos have been helpful. That's always nice to hear. So, Duchess, what started me out being on the path of a YouTuber? Well, right here with the Sidewinder video, I just jumped in wanting to show people content from the Elite Alpha because people didn't have access to it. And then it was just a case of showing off software that wasn't really widely used. Space Engine, of course, very, very nice, but not widely used, especially at the time. Star Citizen, not many people had access to it, but a lot of people were interested in it. Here we go. Here's a...
Hi guys and girls, I'm Obsidian Ant, and this is Elite Dangerous.
Here's a nervous Obsidian Ant.
Today I'm going to be doing some docking. I've noticed on the forums that a lot of people seem to be struggling with it.
On a very bad
That's
night.
Completely understandable. But there's a few things you can do that should make it quite a lot easier for you.
That's all we're doing on that. If you wanna listen to them yourselves, you're gonna have to go back and look at these because that's terrible. Really cringy. Let's have a bit more.
Now, as usual, I'm using an Xbox 360 pad.
5 years younger.
For the
Client's
most part,
beginning.
I'm using the default settings. I've got yours set on the right stick, from left and right.
But yeah, that's enough of that, I think. But that was June 2014. So one of the first videos I actually started talking on. So yeah, there was people interested in knowing what was going on. Oh yeah, the old ships. Let's go back and have a look at that Sidewinder again one very quickly. The old ship UI. I actually loved that old ship UI. Sound effects. And of course this was long before there was heat sinks or anything like that. There was no engineering, there wasn't even any heat sinks at this point. Your ship was your ship. You could upgrade it with a few modules. Upgrade your ship. That was expensive to do. Very hard to do actually because the enemy ships paid out such a small amount of money. Yeah, the old UI and the old ships there. Right. So yeah, basically I then just moved on to also a different skybox, because it was a skybox at that point rather than generated from the galaxy. It was a crafted skybox, an image, which now it's actually generated from the galaxy itself. So yeah, basically the idea for me to start with was just to show off software that other people didn't really have wide access to. And well, basically there was definitely an interest in it. People were definitely interested in it. Space engineers, you can see within the first few months here I'd covered quite a few different games. Lunar Flight. What else we got? Rodina. Rodina's still around. Very nice game. If you ever get a chance to try it out, do have a look at that. Rodina's pretty nice. That must have been when I got my ultra wide screen. The Long Dark was another great game. We'll have a look at one of these videos in a minute. In fact, what we'll do is play a few of these all the way through. There we go. Episode 1 of one of probably my most favourite series I ever did on Elite Dangerous. The one that got a lot of recognition early on, exploring Elite Dangerous. My old intro.
Hi guys and girls, I'm Obsidian Ant, and this is Elite Dangerous. So I'm on a quest to try something new, and in this case it's exploration. So here I am in this system, and as you can see I've uncovered a few.
Yeah, so there we go. It wasn't too long before I thought, you know, this is taken off a little bit. Perhaps I should get a new mic. We get a new mic at some point here. Not before trying out a whole bunch of other games. I think there's something here. You can see I went on to a whole lot of different games around here at some point. We come back to Elite, and I think it would have been EGX 2014, and we've gone a little bit too far there. I wanted to show the old EGX footage. Where's that gone? Hard to find things when you want to find things. It was the first footage of ice asteroids. I guess not too worried if we can't find it. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I need to mute the sound here because it's terrible background noise from the from EGX. Jonesy, thank you very much. I'll definitely keep going. Don't worry about that. Very much appreciated. And Frederick, thank you very much as well. How many subs and views did you have at that time with those videos? So it would have been a couple hundred at that point, Raptor. Oh, you still play Rodina, John? Nice. Definitely a very good game to play. I'll be covering it again pretty soon, I think. Yep, you remember well. Goldfinger. I've played a lot of GTA 5, one of my top games. A few more exploring Elite Dangerous videos here. Went on to covering a few other games, and at some point here we got a new mic. But I always liked exploration with Elite Dangerous. It still is my favourite activity in the game, and in any game that's got an open world, I just absolutely love spending time exploring. We're already up to a following year here, so nearly a year later in content, and this was when I was starting to become a lot more regular with the video releases. Let's pause this music. Will I be playing Star Citizen, Dave? Yes, I definitely will. What other non-space games do I play? Okay, so I'm currently playing through on Witcher 3. Love the game. I'm playing Octopath on my Switch. Big fan of Warframe. I don't know. Technically, I won't call that a space game, to be honest. Talk about how the thumbnail font language evolved. Yeah, so early on, my Exploring Elite Dangerous videos all kept the same font, and my other videos had the same font as my logo. I've kind of tried to keep videos, thumbnails all the same nowadays, but I don't know, ones like these I kind of like, so I'm thinking about changing things around again. Obviously my news video icons are pretty much all the same, but I'm not sure when this video would have been. Oh, wrong one. So November 2015, so about a year and a half in at this point. I would have had a new mic here. Not my current mic. I can't remember what the mic was. Let's see if we can find that. There we go. This was the mic I had at that time. A Samsung mic. It was actually a very, very good mic. A USB mic, but still really, really good. Crypto, why did I take the name Obsidian Ant? So it was just a random combination of words together. I think we've talked about that before, but basically it was a way of avoiding getting those "this username is taken" messages. Why don't you play No Man's Sky? Seems to be an Explorer game. I do play No Man's Sky. I've got a lot of hours in it. Don't play it much. I haven't played it at all on YouTube for a long time, but we'll see with the upcoming updates. It's likely I will play again there. Audio Technica Master Race, to be fair. Yep, Bath, my current mic is a Audio Technica mic. We'll have a look at that in just a minute. But what I'm going to do is go quiet here, because this is one of the this is pretty much where my videos started to change in tone. I started to get a better feel for YouTube, and I've got a better feel for narration. You'll probably see a marked improvement in the 18 months between April 2014 and November 2015 here. So I'm going to shut up and I'm going to play a bunch of this video. I don't know if I'll play the entire thing. Maybe we'll play half of it or so, but I'll be here in chat. So yeah, let me know what you think. Hi guys and girls, I'm Obsidian Ant and welcome to Exploring Elite Dangerous episode 38. The journey out here has been rather epic over the past few months. I've been out here now a very long time, still here on the other side of the galactic core, but now I'm slowly making my way back. With around 30,000 light years to go, it's probably still gonna take me a while, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna be back in time for planetary landings. Nonetheless, I've made a bunch of gorgeous discoveries out here. One notable one is this trinary star system here. 3 stars, and despite the graphical problems there with single light sourcing, it still is a very beautiful place to see. Now this whole region, in fact, is comprised of systems all full of a variety of stars. This is something I haven't seen since being in NGC 7822 and then inside of the galactic core. As you can see here, each system has a whole ton of lava worlds, high metal content planets, and a good number of stars to boot. And this will more or less go on, jump after jump, as you cover from one system to the next. Now I did find a nice system here. It contains a water world as well as what looked to be an ammonia world as well. Just coming up here on the water world, and it turned out to be quite a nice one. I say that because not all of them are identical. The cloud cover can vary from planet to planet, as can the surface of the planets themselves. Here is the other planet. This did indeed turn out to be an ammonia world, and quite a nice find, because obviously, as I've said many times before, they are pretty rare, and being up high above the galactic core makes it that bit nicer as well. Now here is another system. This has had my best find pretty much of the game so far. A water world right there at the start, and as you can see here, a ringed ammonia world. This is something I haven't found before, so I've got to admit I was very pleased to find it. Now I've been looking for a ringed Earth-like for a very long time and still haven't found one, but this is a very close second, with ammonia worlds being as rare as they are. Now they're not perhaps as nice looking as Earth-likes, they are rather dirty looking after all, but nonetheless it was a nice find. Now, as you would have seen in some of my other videos, the graphical effects inside the asteroid fields can be a bit off and on recently. They've taken a few upgrades and a few downgrades in the course of optimization, but this field in particular looked absolutely stunning in my opinion, easily making it one of the best asteroid fields I've jumped into in recent times. Some of you have asked how long I've been out on this trip. I actually left for this journey in April of this year, so I've actually been out here nearly 7 months, or just over 7 months now. Travelling out this way, as most of you probably know, does take a lot of time. So I'm going to stop that there for a minute, otherwise we might be going on a bit too long with the live stream if you start watching the whole length of every single video. But let me know if you do want to watch the entirety of videos. But really it's just sort of a kind of a walk down memory lane for me, and some of you probably remember some of these anyway. And just want to say thank you very much, Jones. Thank you for the donation there, really very much appreciated, and thank you for the congrats as well. Thank you. So yeah, that was around about the time where I think I really started feeling I was getting into the swing of things with Elite. No Man's Sky is coming also on VR at Destroyo Gamers. Looking forward to trying that. Definitely looking forward to trying it. No Man's Sky, very good game. Alright. So this was pretty much around about the time when things started to really change in Elite Dangerous. People found the alien artifact a little while before this, early on in that year. Planetary landings started coming out. My first planetary landing is right there. What else have we got? I started doing the best places, best damn places, and the most amazing places, and a series like that. And I started focusing on lore as well. This was pretty much when I started focusing on lore videos. I do enjoy a bit of Elite Dangerous lore. In fact, I like lore from many games. So, yeah. Tour of the Sol System, quite a popular video. Everyone always wants to go to Sol. And it wasn't too long. It was around about this time that, let's have a look where it is. Yeah, that Distant Worlds started up. The first Distant Worlds. I'm going to have a look at that video in just a moment. Distant Worlds, of course, Distant Worlds 2 is going on right now. And massive player run event. But the first one was equally epic. And it's one of my favourite gaming times ever, really. A very nice experience. And this was just before Distant Worlds actually started. I kind of did a video to introduce people into it. And I actually, if you watch this original Distant Worlds video and look at Distant Worlds 2 video that I did just before the launch of Distant Worlds 2, you'll find they're very similar. In fact, I used some of the same footage simply because Distant Worlds 1 was such an awesome event that I wanted to try and capture some of that feeling from back then. But we'll have a look at this video in just a second. Thank you, Banyan. Distant Worlds 2 is amazing, Raptor. Distant Worlds 1 was really good as well. So yeah, let's dive into that and have a listen to this one. Hi guys and girls, I'm Obsidian Ant. I'm here to talk about the Distant Worlds expedition, a journey to the opposite side of the galaxy, over 65,000 light years away. It's a journey that's going to be undertaken by the largest fleet ever assembled in game, with over 700 players signed up. This is an odyssey which has never before been attempted, yet as players cross the largest game world ever created, they will see sights no one in the inhabited space has ever seen. In the background you can see just a few of the things I've experienced on my extensive travels into the depths of this galaxy. A galaxy which holds many wonders and which has now been expanded upon massively now that we can land on planets. And as players travel out there with a multitude of SRVs, this should be an experience unlike any other. Such is the scale of this expedition that it has caught the attention of major games media such as PC Gamer and Rock Paper Shotgun. Unfortunately, sign-ups for the main fleet have now closed, and sign-ups for the secondary fleet will close at 8 PM tonight UK time. But if you miss out on both of those, don't be disheartened, because you're still more than welcome to come along. And there's still a chance that your names will make a tertiary list created at the end of the journey. The expedition has been planned to last for 12 weeks and has 23 waypoints along the way. It will start in the Pallini system and will end at Beagle Point. There are huge volumes of information available for this expedition, which has been organised by Eramus and Dr. Kai, as well as a good number of other people. All the information will be linked in the video description. Follow the links there and you will find everything you need to know. But now I'll give a breakdown of some of that information, which will include the meeting point, departure times, as well as the first leg of the journey to Waypoint 1. I'll also be following up. Yeah, so that was Distant Worlds 1, or the just before the start of it, and I guess, as they say, the rest of that was history. It became a pretty spectacular event. Really nice times. And yeah, for Singularity there, does it get weird watching videos with your own voice? Yes, it does indeed, and I very nearly didn't do this live stream in this way. I was debating how to go about doing it. Wasn't really sure, but yeah, I thought we'd have a all down memory lane. It's not going to all be Elite videos. Let's have a look at this one, and then we'll have a look at something else. This was when the alien barnacles were discovered, and thank you very much for that, JSB.
Appreciated. Hi guys and girls, I'm Obsidian Ant and welcome back to Elite Dangerous. The Great Barnacle Hunt has finally had some success, as you saw at the start of this video and as you've no doubt seen on the forums, Reddit, as well as some larger gaming media. Some alien structures have been found in the game. These are what are known as barnacles, and I can see why they're actually called that, as they do and very much have that type of appearance. The first barnacle was found in the Merope system, which was where a lot of people were expecting to actually find them. Here then I travelled to the specified coordinates and discovered that there were a whole load of players there checking the barnacles out. Now this is currently a very busy region of space, and if you're going to come here on open, there are possibilities that you might get attacked by some rogue players. There are a few that are attempting to blockade this system and this planet, but all in all, there's a good chance you will also have a good experience as well. I didn't have any problems landing here, and as you can see there was quite a lot of ships here. Of course then, this has got a massive amount of players intrigued as to what just is going on in our galaxy and what these barnacles are all about. It seems quite clear at this point, and probably quite obvious, that they are indeed of alien origin, but we don't know what their function actually is. We do know, however, that if you shoot them, they will drop minerals as well as the much sought after meta-alloys. It's been found that the meta-alloys, as well as being a component for a particular mission type, are also capable of fixing the stations that have been randomly malfunctioning throughout the human inhabited space. Now I've got to admit, I'm not entirely sure why that is or why that actually occurs, but it seems to be something that players have figured out, and there is of course a whole load of experimentation and research going on. In particular, you can see quite a bit of this being discussed on the Canon Research forum thread. Taking a close look at the barnacle area then, we can see that there's a large central structure in the middle. That does seem to have a logo of some type on it. We'll get to that in a minute, and there's also some trees surrounding it. Now I don't know if this has actually been mentioned, but to me these structures, the tree-like structures, very much give the appearance of some type of henge, like Stonehenge or indeed any of the other henges around the world. Now, a moment ago I mentioned a marking on the structure here, or a logo of some type, and this is what it is. There's been quite a lot of suggestions that it actually looks quite a lot like Barnard's Loop. Now, we know that the aliens originally... So yeah, that was pretty interesting. I don't think we ever really found out what the markings were ever about. I did mention Barnard's Loop round about there. I think prior to that time, not too long before this, that entire region of space called 7T wasn't permit locked, but nowadays it is, and we still can't get in there. So there we go. So yeah, they're going to keep stopping the videos here, but like I say, it's going to go on a bit far too long if we just keep going. So we got the second here. Need to make sure I've got the one of these browsers. There we go. Give me 2 seconds. We want Nightbot, because we're going to do a giveaway. We're going to do a giveaway. I think. Let's see if Nightbot can do a good job and save me the hassle of having to do this manually. There we go. Let's hopefully do the job. Do I have any base assault videos? Possibly. I think there would have been one, but it would have been very early on. I haven't done a lot of combat stuff online for quite a while now. Thank you very much, Chris, for the thing there, for the congrats. And sorry, I'm just catching back up with some of the comments here. And yeah, seeing the Thargoid structures for the first time was absolutely crazy, wasn't it? Fun stuff. Did I stream the Dark Wheel missions? I didn't. Okay, thanks David. I'll catch you soon, okay? Do I have a wow moment from the game? Seeing the barnacles for the first time, seeing the stations
destroyed for the first time. Activate it, well, approaching the Thargoid bases, and then activating the inner chamber star map. Damage stations. Quite a few wow moments. For the first time seeing a capital ship jump in, that was pretty impressive. Even the first time going into hyperspace, or the first time entering a station, was pretty impressive as well. Carlos, thank you very, very much. Random uploader, how long do you think Frontier will keep the servers running after the update next year? No idea, but I suspect it will be years. Right, so, alright, let's see how this works. So, I apologise if this doesn't work, okay? Because this is the first time I've done it this way. I normally get everyone to say a particular word in chat, and then I choose a word at random. Oh, nice to know, Spidey. But today we're going to try using Nightbot to do the giveaway. It's programmed into chat here. I can just click roll it button, and it should choose someone from random here to win something. So what we're going to give away today is a crate paint job, and then we've got a couple more giveaways coming up, but this is for the crate paint job. And what'll happen is that the winner, they can contact me on Discord through my Discord server, and I'll arrange the giveaway through that. We can verify you here on YouTube chat, I think. So right, we're just going to roll the number here. Hopefully Nightbot will post the name and the winner in chat. So here's a little bit of anticipation here. Right, here we go. 5. So for a crate paint job. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. What? It says there are no eligible users to win the giveaway. I think that can't be right. What have I done wrong here? Let's try that again. The bot's fake. The bot didn't work. It's not working. Oh, come on, bot. Let's try again. If this don't work, we'll... Nope, there are no eligible users to win. Oh, come on. This shouldn't be... It should be easier than this, shouldn't it? Come on, Nightbot, you can do the job. Might have to do it the old-fashioned way. Here we are with Nightbot here. We've got Nightbot, and let's bring that down a little bit. You can see all you guys in chat there. We've got everyone here equal likely to win. Roll it, and that's not going. I've messed around with all these settings anyway. They were set a bit different, but that's not going to work, unfortunately. Nasty, nasty Nightbot. So let's just try this other thing here. No, looks like Nightbot's not going to work. So what we're going to do then is we just have to do it the old-fashioned way. If you want to say a word in chat, we'll let that go for a minute or so. And I'll choose a winner at random. So the word is going to be crate, as in the ship from Elite Dangerous. If you say crate, I'll choose a random winner in about a minute or so. Okay. So go now, say it. Crate. The word. No, it's crate. The word is crate. Go, go, go. Oh, Paul. Well done, Ethan. Alright, let's play some other music while we're doing that. Let me know if that's too loud. We're going to have a look at another video here. Long Dark is actually one of my games I really have enjoyed. I really did love doing these videos as well, and we'll have a look at this in a bit. I did try actually experimenting with some different music and some slightly different styles on here when it comes to that game. Perhaps we'll try them in a minute. Why have we reached the bottom? Why can't we scroll down any further? Odd. We'll find out in just a minute. Thank you, White Line. Right, okay, that will do it. That's enough. You can stop saying crate now. We're going to choose someone at random. So give me a second here. Okay, no more crates. No more crates. Alright, let's copy all these over and we'll choose someone at random. Few seconds. Hey. Right. Okay, and the winner is John Drago. John Drago, you have won a crate paint job. Hopefully, it's not one you already own, hopefully. So congratulations. Sorry we couldn't do it through Nightbot. I was hoping to make it the easy way of doing it. If you want to contact me through Discord, we'll arrange giving you the code through there. Discord. So if you're not there, if you're not already joined up with Discord, head on over that way. And we'll organise that for you. Let's make sure I can see you, okay? So congratulations for that, John. Just head on over to the Discord server, as I say. There we go. And you can contact me there. Just put a message into the general chat or somewhere, I think. Yeah, lousy Nightbot, Darren. There was a thing with Nightbot a little while ago when I was live streaming over on Twitch. Hello, it's Colo. She was streaming as well, and she raided my channel. And I don't know how many of you watch Twitch, but basically the way it works is that when your live stream comes to an end, you can send your viewers over to another channel, over to another streamer, and that's called raiding. We all go and raid everyone. And normally when we do that, we all spam chat with loads of messages and loads of emotes and have a bit of fun, have a bit of a laugh. So Colo raided my channel. She sent a whole bunch of people over, a couple of hundred people over, and chat went absolutely crazy with all of Colo's emotes and all their audience saying various random things. And I didn't have Nightbot configured quite correctly, and Nightbot got a bit upset and started banning everyone, pretty much banned everyone that Colo sent over. So yeah, really got to watch that Nightbot. So John, if you do join over on Discord there, you can just leave the message in general, or you can perhaps even PM me. You should be able to PM me or send me a direct message for the moment over there. Okay, let's go back and have a look at one of these videos again. So yeah, Long Dark was one of my favourite games. As you can see, I've covered a lot of different games over the time. Elite was definitely and always has been, probably always will be my main focus. But you can see a lot of different games that I covered, especially back in the early days. Equinox Deep Descent, I've still actually been released yet. We're still waiting for that, I think, aren't we? I'm not sure if that's been released. One of my worst ever videos, the one I'm probably least proud of, is my power play rant, so-called rant. I guess I hadn't really thought through how to make a video short and constructive and to the point there. But as you can see here, I covered a lot of different games, and I still do. Still like to cover as many different games as I actually can. But The Long Dark was a series I kept going back to, and I'm going to go back to that again at some point. So we'll have a look at that right now. Commander Floyd, what other space sims have I played? So I played a number of the X games. I played Frontier Elite 2 back in the day. Freelancer, I didn't play it when it came out, but I played it a few years back. What else? Too many to remember. iWar. Starglider, if you go back a long time. Starglider 2. So yeah, a lot of different space games. Lane. Oh wow, what a nice message, and thank you very much for that. Very nice, thank you. I haven't tried Rule the Waves, no. Yep, No Man's Sky as well, another space game I've obviously played. But let's have a look at this. Hi guys and girls, I'm Obsidian Ant, and welcome to The Long Dark, a world of beauty where the days are cold and the nights are deadly. Here, in my cabin, I'm trying to survive an apocalyptic world. Unfortunately enough, I've been granted the resources here in this very cabin. A significant amount of resources more than you'd normally start with within this game. But nonetheless, the world outside is a threat, and my survival within this cabin will be limited to just a day or two, without me travelling out to find more resources. For those of you that don't know, The Long Dark is a game in development by Hinterland Studio. It began live quite a few years back on Kickstarter, and it was one of the few games back then that I was very impressed with, and so backed it. I made a video on this back in the early days of this channel, but it's time to revisit it. What have we here? As I said earlier, it's an extremely beautiful world, and you know me, when it comes to exploration, I really do have an itch for it. So, kitting up, I was getting prepared to head on out into the wild world out there. Now, this is set deep in a Canadian-like wilderness, so it's very, very cold territory, and that's one of the things you need to keep an eye on. You need to make sure you keep warm at all times, and to be perfectly honest, you can't spend too long outside. Now, at the moment, this is a single-player sandbox game, but later on there will be also a story mode coming, featuring the voices of Jennifer Howell and Mark Meir, the voices of Commander Shepard from Mass Effect. So, with only a few hours of daylight left, let's head on outside to take a look at the world out here. So yeah, Long Dark, it's finally released last year, was it? Or maybe a little bit longer ago than that, but very, very nice game. This was early access at the point here, so something I should cover again in the past. And Chris Armstrong, thank you very much for that, and thank you as well, Darren Hall. Appreciate it, thank you. Spidey, you need some more emojis. I need to upload some more emojis for you guys, don't I? What have we got there? 4 or 5 at the moment? We could definitely do. We could definitely do with a few more, couldn't we? I'm not sure why this isn't scrolling down for me. But yeah, we went past one of my videos I'm least happy with, which was the power play rant, the so-called rant, totally not happy with that video, really. But, you know, that's the way it goes sometimes, I guess. But then, like I say, I'm not really one to sit and watch my own videos anyway. And I don't know if there are any YouTubers out there that do that sort of thing. This was also particularly good memory. I got contacted by HES Voice Packs and asked me to do a video here very quickly, and we'll have a look briefly at this here. With Orion.
I am Orion.
And I am Obsidian Ant. Welcome to Elite Dangerous. As you can probably tell, I've got a bit of a special guest on board my ship today. I really don't know that much about him, aside from the fact that he seems to have integrated himself into my ship, and that his name is Orion. Why don't you tell everyone a bit about yourself?
Stand by, one moment. This is classified information. I am compelled to answer only with that, and I'm not able to explain why.
Okay. Well, if you can't tell us that, can you tell us what you've been up to?
I've been doing very little. Nothing significant from what I can tell right now.
Okay then. Well, thank you, Orion.
Yes, sir.
And now, for those of you wondering what's going on here. So, working with voice packs, working with HS Voice Packs was a really great time. Got to experience a whole bunch of different things. I eventually got to record my own voice pack, so I got to go into some proper, genuine voice recording studios. And then later on, met up with Drew Wager and Dan Grubb from that fantastic books. Kate Click. Met Kate Click. We all together went down to another recording studio where we recorded a voice pack for charity, Echoes from the Hold, and even got to meet and work with Tom Baker, well known for Doctor Who, which was fun. He's a great guy, actually. Got a bit of a potty mouth, perhaps I could say. Or perhaps I shouldn't. I didn't say that. I didn't mean it. But yeah, Tom Baker, great guy. So someone asked, what did I feel that was wrong with the Space Engine video? Not Space Engine video. Space Engine videos is one I was just going to scroll down to show you next. The Power Play video. I felt it went on too long. I think I took too long to make the point I was trying to make. So, should have been another video here. Let me see what's going on here. And then again. Yep. Commander Soundo, nice to see you here, and thank you. Well, Brain, I'm glad you liked the Power Play video in the end. Anyway, I know a lot of people did. It's got quite a lot of views in the end. But the video I wanted to show, the one of my videos that I really was quite pleased with. Is a Space Engine video. It seems to be hidden away. Oh, and Stardew Valley, the game that I played with my daughter. That's going back some time. She's grown quite a bit since then. The kids do grow fast. See if we can find that Space Engine video. Can I ask, Shea, can you ask how I feel about the lack of content added to Elite as a content creator that built his channel on the game? Not as a gamer, but as a content creator. So I guess it depends on what you mean by content. I've never really felt that there's a lack of content for Elite. I think development's extremely slow, and I've said that
many times. I think the development's far too slow, and I was expecting us to have atmospheric planets long ago. Some people probably disagree and would say development's fine. Personally, I really don't think it is fine. I think development has been far too slow for the game, but I wouldn't really say there's been a lack of content. I mean, I've released plenty of videos here on in the game, and it's never been a struggle to do that. Let's go that again. Let's see if we can find that space engine video. Wasn't that one? Okay, we're not quite down far enough yet. This is annoying. There's loads of videos here, and I don't really want to go through every single one of them. I did just want to show that space engine video because I don't think everyone has seen it yet. Well, that might have been it. Perhaps that was it. There we go. We'll come to that in a second. Just a minute. You'd love to see the Stardew Valley Let's Play. Yeah? Shall we have a quick look at that? Let's have a look at that one. What do you think about Infinity Battlescape? I think it's a really nice engine, and I think there's a good lot of potential there, but I think it's still got quite a way to go yet, so I'm looking forward to seeing where it actually goes. How do you feel about the remix ships in the game, where they just use the same, just cheaper or more expensive? I think it's brain. I think it's a bit of a cop-out just to release ships that are essentially remixed. That said, I do like what they did with the Crate Mark II and the Crate Phantom. But releasing ships variants, I think it's perhaps a bit of an easy way out. I haven't tried RimWorld DJ, but I have tried graphical style. It kind of reminds me of Prison Architect. I've no idea if they're the similar sort of games at all. Someone wanted a quick look at this. Have a quick look
Obsidian
at this.
Ant. Hi guys and girls, I'm Obsidian Ant and this is Stardew Valley. Bit of a special game really, not one I normally play on this channel, but I thought it worth having a look, and it's also a game I like to play with my daughter, who's actually with me at the moment. This is the first time I've ever had her on a video. Say hello, Maya.
Hello.
So Stardew Valley is a bit of a farming simulator. It's a little bit like Harvest Moon if you've ever played those games on the Nintendo systems, and it's got a bit of Animal Crossing thrown into the mix as well. So a nice game if you like light games. There's a whole village here in the mix with a load of characters that you can meet, and as you can see there on the bulletin board, there's actually quests you can take, and you can see people in their birthdays or other events as well. So here we took a quest to get some fish, and we went fishing for a while, and I can't remember what fish did we catch. Did we catch some here?
Sunfish.
Some fish, yeah. What fish did we catch? Sunfish, not sunfish. We caught some sunfish, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. And as you're catching them, you've got to try and keep that little green bar just over the fish. You do that by clicking the mouse button at varying speeds, either fast or slow. And if the bar moves too far out the way, then you'll lose the catch, as I nearly did there. You could have got the treasure.
It was actually quite a fun game, Stardew Valley. I played that quite a bit. Do you ever feel weird about putting games out that are not your normal repertoire? Such as when you play Elite rather than Stardew Valley. I don't feel weird about that, Brain. I sometimes think people may find it a bit odd. I know people... I'm not sure if it's down to the YouTube algorithm that just puts my Elite videos in front of people that tend to only watch the Elite videos, or whether it's people just tend to think I'm well known for Elite, which obviously that's the main game I've focused on. That's the game that has pretty much earned me the most views, but it's certainly not... Elite videos are certainly not my highest viewed videos. On average they are, but I've got some much higher videos that are non-Elite based. But as you can see, going through here, I've focused on a lot of different games. So no, I don't feel weird at all about putting non-Elite videos out. Broadbelt. Am I a full-time YouTuber? I'm a full-time YouTuber now, yes. Have been so for perhaps 2 years or so, I guess. Let's get to that space engine video, see if we can find it, because it's one of the videos I really did like making. Has it disappeared again? Oh well, have we lost it again? No, it wasn't that one. It wasn't that one. There it was, it's that one. Right. So, we'll quickly play this video. I'm going to let this one run all the way through, okay? Because I want to head off and just get a drink quickly. I will be back. It is one of my favourite videos. And after this, we'll do another giveaway. And we'll have a look at that YouTube play button that I got for passing 100,000 subscribers. So let's watch this one. And I'll be back with you in just a moment. Hi guys and girls, I'm Obsidian Ant and this is Space Engine. Here we are looking at the familiar, our home, Earth. And as we gaze up into the sky, there too we can see the familiar. But there is also something more, a source of mystery, the great wonder of the ages. A sky then filled with many places that we know and recognise. The Pleiades star cluster there just above Earth, and to the left Barnard's Loop and the constellation of Orion. Collectively as a people, as we stand here upon the only world we have ever known, looking up at this sky, everything we witnessed is forever intertwined with the history of humanity. Our dreams, our myths, our future. Perhaps no object in the night sky has inspired as many stories as our nearest neighbour, our very own moon. And even today its surface features retain the names of our ancient ancestors, the seas of tranquility, the sea of serenity, the bay of honour, the bay of trust. And did those in our past ever once wonder that perhaps one day we would set foot upon this moon, only to never return? Maybe then our hearts are set upon a different world, a world which for the longest time we'd thought to harbour life. Yet a world whose name harbours the very real possibility of strife. Mars, the god of war, and somewhat paradoxically, the guardian of agriculture. This then is the target of mankind's next great foray into the stars, and perhaps one day a future homeworld. Even at this vast distance of 225 million kilometres, the surface features of Mars hold for some a personal value. Perhaps of recognisable locations, of perhaps a place of future dreams, and maybe a place upon which we as a race have already made our mark. And just as Mars in comparison to Earth is relatively diminutive, here too the moons of Mars are also very small, Phobos and Deimos. With circumferences of just 43 miles and 24 miles respectively, there are many towns on Earth which easily outsize these stellar objects. Our solar system is full of many wonders which have long caught our imagination, yet beyond the edges of our system, within the depths of the galaxy, are many other locations which have bonds just as strong. Here is the Pleiades, the Seven Sisters, a bright star constellation visible from Earth with the naked eye. These are 7 beautiful stars: Maia, Electra, Alcyone, Tiergeti, Astrope, Seleno and Merope. And this star cluster forms a point on the constellation of Taurus. And now, as we move through this beautiful nebula, we head towards the giant blue star of Maia. For anyone that's used a space engine, you'll know that its beauty lies in the fact that it can model an entire universe. Out here, around this star, we can see numerous planets, and each of these we can visit. And that is something we're going to do right now. A world very close to its parent star, a world that is entirely lifeless, but nonetheless a world that is full of beauty. For some, this is what they imagine when they look up at the night sky. The worlds they dream of, the worlds they envision. Worlds that for us are entirely out of reach, and for now at least, we lack even the ability to see. Yet here, within the virtual realm of our computer,
they are strikingly realised. And although this world is extremely bright due to its proximity to the star, upon closer inspection we get to appreciate just a glimpse of its detail as we pass through this planet's atmosphere. As with the worlds of our own solar system, out here too, these many worlds possess their own moons, and on occasion the procedural algorithms of Space Engine and the universe itself perhaps conspire to make these moons rather unusual. In the background there, you can see the galactic core of our own Milky Way. Keep that in mind because very soon we'll be headed in that very direction. And as we approach this moon of Maya, it's all too easy to be captivated by the amazing colours here. A rock then that looks almost like some type of amazing precious gem. And if we had the means, we could maybe even drive or walk around on its surface. Beyond the horizon, we can see the blue backdrop of the Pleiades Nebula, but this is only one of many nebula within our galaxy. Of course, one of the more famed is the Orion Nebula, situated within Barnard's Loop, home to the Horsehead Nebula, the Witchhead Nebula, as well as the Running Man Nebula. Here, 1600 light years away from Earth, we can find Orion, the ancient huntsman placed here by Zeus in a vain attempt to chase the Pleiades sisters across the night sky. And almost as if in a form of galactic irony, the Orion Nebula is a place of extreme fertility, a stellar nursery, the birthplace of many stars. And once again we find ourselves here facing the galactic core, a place of extremely dense star clusters, many millions of stars, very, very bright, very, very hot. And as we enter this centre here, things become so bright that we can barely see. And at the very centre is Sagittarius A, a supermassive black hole, by some measurements to be 14 million miles across, with a lower mass of 40,000 of our suns. Here then, at the very heart of our galaxy, is a chaotic place of both creation and destruction, a place where stars are destroyed and born. As we move away from the accretion disk, we can appreciate the true size of Sagittarius A. The radio emission size said to be 93 million miles across, or that of the orbit of Earth around the Sun. Once again, returning to the normal exposure of the camera, we get to see just how bright the core of the galaxy is, and pulling away, we leave our galaxy, once and for all, seeing our home, the Milky Way. 100,000 light years across, and containing many hundreds of billions of stars, from this vantage point, it's hard to imagine that we are the only peoples living here. The big question then, could it be home to many others? A home containing billions upon billions of worlds, billions upon billions of stars, and yet this galaxy is not alone. Out there is a vast array of galaxies, in fact perhaps more galaxies than can possibly be counted. Each dot here represents a unique galaxy, and this one is Andromeda, our closest neighbour. A galaxy much like our own, containing billions upon billions of stars and worlds, and maybe here, lost somewhere among this unfathomable vastness, is another people, looking up at that distant galaxy, the Milky Way, wondering if there is life. And this galaxy, Andromeda, visible from Earth, was once thought to be a nebula called the Andromeda Nebula. In ancient mythology, the Princess Andromeda was chained to a rock to be slayed by a monster, only to be saved by the hero Perseus. At a distance of 2.5 million light years, one day Andromeda will be much more than our neighbour, for it is on a collision course with our own galaxy, and at a distant point in the future, 4 billion years hence, the Andromeda Galaxy and the Milky Way will become one. For any life existing within these galaxies at that point, it's thought that the transition will be fairly harmless due to the vast distances between all stars. And perhaps I'm a little envious of that far future species that would be able to look up at the night sky, and for a brief period at least on the cosmic scale, we'll be able to see not one, but two galactic cores. Far away then, within the confines of another galaxy, upon the surface of this boiling rocky world far too close to its sun, I will leave you to consider the possibilities of Space Engine. as always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys and girls next time. So yeah, probably my favourite piece of software on PC ever. I think Space Engine. Really, really great stuff. It's currently available for free. Just go to Space Engine and you can download it. It should be available on Steam with a new version very soon, which has got some pretty impressive updates. Anyway, what did I say we were going to do? We were going to have a look at the YouTube play button. Now, when YouTube content creators, when YouTube channels get to 100,000 subscribers, they get a silver play button. I think when they get to 1 million, they get a gold play button. There's also one for 10 million and so on. I got mine late. I hit 100,000, what, nearly 18 months ago now, I think. 100,000. I didn't get my play button for about 8 or 9 months. I had to chase them up and it didn't turn up. When it did turn up, I was at 135,000. So I thought I'd wait till we got to 150,000 before I actually showed it off. You can hear the dog barking in the background there. I think someone outside shouting about something. We've got a bit of a noisy neighbour around here. Oh, Spidey, an ant bobblehead. Maybe, I don't know about that. And thank you for all the congratulations there. I did miss a little bit of the chat. While that video was playing, I ran off to get refill the water because I was running a little bit low here. Scissor Tongue, how powerful of a PC would you need to purchase and run Space Engine? Not too sure, to be perfectly honest. You can see my PC specs in the video description anyway, if that gives you any indication. Right, so let's see if this works here. Hey, you can see my hands. Oh, hang on, I'm gonna have to go. Give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna have to go see what the dog is shouting about. Let's switch that off again. Yeah, give me 2 seconds. I'll be right back. Might be 2 minutes. I think someone might be at the door there. There we go, back again. Sorry about that. There's a neighbour took in a parcel for us earlier. So, good job the dog does a better job than the doorbell. I never hear the doorbell for some reason, but there we go. Do I play much VR in Elite? Yes, but not as much as I used to. Not as much as I used to. Hey Raptor, you come back just in time. I'm just about to open up my YouTube play button, which is something I know you wanted to see. But let's get that camera back on.
I'm not sure how bright the camera is here. I'm not moving the camera so you can see my face at the moment because I rigged this up so we can look at the play button, and if I move it I'm not going to get it all back in position. So here we go. Can you win stuff? You can win stuff in a minute. Brain, we're going to give away a copy of Elite Dangerous after I've opened this. So this come in about June of last year, maybe September of last year. They got the same mouse, Raptor. Yeah, Corsair, great mouse, great mice. I must have a large castle if I can't hear the doorbell. No, I can't hear the doorbell, Jeff, because I've got my headphones on. I can hear the dog because the dog's a lot louder than the doorbell. Anyway, yeah, I got this last year. It comes all the way from America. They don't care where they post it. So I did kind of wonder if they'd have different areas that they'd post it out from. But they all come from the United States. So let's have a look there. So when you open these up, hopefully the camera keeps nice focus. It's all packaged very well. We get a little congratulations card. Congratulations on your subscriber milestone. We're honoured to take part in recognising your achievement and want your experience to be exceptional. This award was inspected and packaged with great care by Rick. So good old Rick sent the. I don't know if you can read that there. Is that gonna focus on that? You get a nice little congratulations card. And then we get a letter from the CEO of YouTube. I won't read it all out. You've just done something that very few YouTube creators accomplish. You had an astonishing 100,000 people subscribe to your channel. I think saying that very few people achieve that is a bit of an understatement, because a lot of people do achieve it. We know that the numbers on YouTube can get really big, but we hope that you don't lose sight of the reality behind the 6-digit milestone. There we go. So it's on top quality paper, YouTube logo and signed and all that lot. Nice little note to get. And here we go. So this isn't the original silver play button. They changed these a little while ago. The ironic thing is that if YouTube had sent this out for me on time, if they'd sent it out for me when they were meant to send it out, I would have got the original silver play button. But yeah, I got this version instead because this is what they changed it to. Yeah, they do look different. They do look different. But this one's actually pretty nice. I'm going to get this packed up in a glass frame to hang up. It's got a nice velvet background, but I want it in a glass frame there. So there we go. Let's see if you can get the writing in there. There we go. You can kind of see that. So it's metal coated. I think it's kind of wooden inside. Inside here it's wooden. It's metal aluminium frame. It's brushed. You can see, and it's got that. You see me shining my bald head in there. It's got this very reflective mirror surface there. So yeah, there's that. And what do we got? A little super dry pack. How many is it? I'm not sure what you mean by how many is it, Raptor. It says 100,000 on there, if that's what you meant. Yeah, we do need another 0 on there. I look forward to the gold one. I don't know if they've changed the gold one. Did the gold one now look different? But we're gonna put that back. But that's nice. But yeah, you know, thank you to everyone who's subscribed to me over the years. Without you guys, I wouldn't be anywhere. Massive help. Show your face so we can see those shy cheeks turn red. Give me a second. Right, Spidey. I'm not going to put all this away here. I'm just a bit worried about it all creased up if I don't fold it away correctly. Where did that card go? There we go. Good stuff. Right, let's get back to some of these videos, I guess. Break it open to see what it's made of. I'm pretty sure it's wood inside. Awesome, man. I've done a face reveal before. In fact, I've done this on Livestream a little while ago. This, as we're flashing back in time, and people asking for a face reveal, but the lighting in here isn't great. I've got lamp pointing down at the desk. I haven't got much studio lighting. And normally, when I do anything with a webcam and all that lot, I do try and do it in the day because I'm sitting right in front of the window and we get some light. But if you want to see a face reveal, I have been on camera quite a few times. Let's see if we can just find that face video. Here we go. Something from a little while ago, something from the past, as we're doing videos from the past. Have a quick watch of this one. I know quite a few of you have seen it by now, but there's comments there about people saying about face reveal, so here's a good one for that. What the f... Really makes me appreciate how long it takes for people who do these video editing and put these live recordings together, because even that actually took quite a while to actually edit together. Time consuming. A 30-second video and all the messing around with green screen and special effects and all the rest of it to make sure the lighting was right. It's quite crazy. That was when Obsidian Orbital got damaged, Matthew. Spot on. And the station was repaired quickly. A lot of people jumped in on that one. Kind of hoping, in a way, to see another big station get destroyed. Plenty have spoken about upcoming events, so yeah, I'd like to see Shinwata Desra perhaps, or perhaps Seoul get damaged. I think if those happen, there's a good chance people would jump in and get them repaired quite quickly. And thank you for the congratulations again there. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know how IDA are keeping up with all the station repairs now. There's so many of them. So many of them. Right. So we're kind of really caught up, I think, at this point. Just those early days where things were a lot different. I've done a lot of VR videos over the time. If people are still interested in that, it's something I'd like to revisit, especially with the new Oculus Rift coming up. Prolorix, I'll definitely be doing more Warframe content. Definitely will be doing that. But yeah, I think there's too much else to show here that people wouldn't have seen. So it's a little bit of a trip down memory lane there. But what we are going to do is give away two things now. I'm going to give away a copy of Elite Dangerous, and we're going to give away a copy of Everspace as well. So Sinner's Nightbot doesn't want to do its job. Sinner's Nightbot doesn't think anyone's actually here. It keeps telling me there's no one eligible. First off, we're going to give away a copy of Elite. So if you want a copy, if you want a second copy, I guess most of you have probably got a copy already, but if you haven't, or if you want a second copy, or if you want a copy to give away to someone else, then just, well, it's pretty easy. Just say Elite. Leave the word Elite in chat, and I'll choose someone at random, and I'll get back to you at the end of the live stream, just as I'm going to with John Drago, who won the crate pack. So go on, off you go. Say Elite. We'll let that go for a few moments, and then I'll choose someone at random, just as I did a moment ago. So really, one of the videos I enjoyed doing the most over the years was always the exploration series, Exploring Elite Dangerous, and kind of come to an end in a kind of a natural way, because they run out of things to kind of explore. Not that's the right way to say, because the galaxy is infinite in that sense, but it kind of, I expanded over to other content and took my focus on many other things rather than just exploring, and the exploration kind of changed for me. So my focus wasn't in that same sense as it was initially or early on, but in the end what I did was I started a new series. I wanted to go back to the exploration routes, and the new series was Elite Dangerous Discovery. Here's my first Discovery video, and that was about 14 or 15 episodes, and I've gone on to a new Discovery series, or new exploration series since then. But before we come to the end of the stream, what we do is go through a couple of these. We'll put in we'll play Discovery, and then we'll play my latest exploration series as well. But I think that's it. There's enough people saying Elite. Thank you very much, Talix, for that. No more saying Elite. We're gonna copy these over and choose someone at random for winning. So give me just 2 moments. 2 moments here, and we'll do this. Okay. Okay, and the winner for Elite is Starlost. So congratulations to Starlost. If you contact me over on Discord, as I said earlier, you may be a member there. I'm not actually sure, I'm sorry to say. But you should be able to leave a message there in Discord, or leave a message there in Twitch. Not Twitch, in Discord, or PM me, DM me, send me a direct message, and we'll sort that out and get back to you. So congratulations to Starlost. And Frederick Johnson, thank you very, very, very much for that. Massively appreciated. I'm glad you enjoy the content. Thank you. Dick McWillie, I loved your name. Loved your Elite videos, had you addicted to the game for a good year, but sadly the game hasn't innovated quickly enough. Yeah, sorry to hear that, but glad to hear that you've liked the videos anyway. Enjoying Warframe, Vert? Me too. Me too. I have not had the chance to play it over the past couple of weeks. I was on holiday last week. We went to the Lake District, had a nice time up there. Climbed up one of the mountains there. Well, we call them mountains in England. A lot of people do, I guess. People who live where the real mountains are would look at them and call them little hills. But they're around about 1,000 foot high or so. I think a little bit higher. Maybe a little bit higher. But yeah, had a few nice climbs there. Lovely, lovely area of England. Beautiful area. As well, like the joystick I got. Use a Logic X52. X52 is a nice joystick. I've used it a few times. I've got a Thrustmaster Warthog though, which I really do like. Thank you for the congrats there. Yeah, so Starlost, you've won a copy of Elite. I don't know. Let me see. I think I might have closed Discord. Right, I can see John Drago has left a message there. Okay, just sorting that out there. Starlost, if you leave a message in Discord, if you're still about, let me leave that there. Is that going to work? That link should work. So Starlost, just follow that link and leave a message either in the general channel there, or send me a direct message and we can go from there. Right, what was the other thing? I was going to do one other thing. Right, I'm going to quickly play a little bit of Discovery here. He's typing in Elite Dangerous chat. Yeah, I was typing in the Discord there. Just typing with John Drago. And thanks for that, John. I'll send you a code when I end the stream. Thanks. Okay, so yeah, Starlost, if you want to join up there, then please do so. Oh, I can see you typing there, Starlost. Cool. You should be able to send me a direct message as well if you want. Yeah, you're welcome. Okay, sorry guys on chat here for a second. Just very quickly want to sort these prizes out whilst I'm here. There we go. Right, good. Am I in the Distant Worlds 2 expedition? I'm indeed. I'm a bit behind now because, like I say, I was on holiday last week, so I've probably fallen behind by quite a bit. Your Wordsworth reference was wasted. Very sorry, Doog UK. Yeah, thank you for that, Starlost. Cheers. I'll send you the code as both of you guys the code when we end the stream. Okay. Just gonna have a look at Discovery here. So this was my first episode of a new exploration series that replaced Exploring Elite Dangerous. I did about 15 or so of these episodes. So have a look at a few minutes of this, and then we'll probably end the stream with the video from my most recent, latest exploration series. So let's have a look at this, just a few minutes of this. Hi guys and girls, I'm Obsidian Ant, and welcome to my new series, Elite Dangerous Discovery. In this series, I head on out into the galaxy to look for the unusual, the beautiful and the spectacular. And with the new filmmaking opportunities brought with patch 2.3, we're going to reveal the true beauty of the Elite Dangerous galaxy in a way as yet unseen on this channel. Today I head on out to have a look at some impressive spectacular stellar lighting on the journey towards some of the best local nebula.
For me, Elite Dangerous has always been a game of exploration, about heading out into deep space, searching for stars, for planets, asteroid rings, and just about any other stellar phenomena that stood out for me. Indeed, for the longest time, this was all I did with my time in Elite Dangerous, travelling many dozens of thousands of light years from one side of the galaxy to the other. Eventually though, I got caught up with all the ongoing happenings within inhabited space. And this meant that my exploration journeys went largely untouched, only occasionally being revisited when the desire took hold of me again. And they were often quite brief stints, but nonetheless I still found some rather interesting places out there. But with the arrival of the commanders and the new camera suite, it means there are now new opportunities out there. New stories to tell, old places to rediscover, and an entirely new way of looking at the galaxy. So with that in mind, I'm once again heading out to check all of the corners of the galaxy. From inhabited space to Beagle Point, from Formidine Rift to the centre of the galaxy itself. And of course all my other videos will continue on as always, but there will be a place now for an ongoing exploration series. To begin with then, I'm heading on out to the nebula M28. The star you saw me passing by just now was Rigel, because many of the systems around M78, as well as the entire Bernard's Loop cluster, are now permit locked and haven't been for a very long time now. One of the few ways of getting there is to first head towards Rigel, and from there you can plot a course towards the Orion Nebula and then onwards to Barnard's Loop, or indeed alternatively, as I'm doing here, you can go towards M78. And of course en route is the Witchhead Nebula, and as I was going along I did come across this rather stunning looking high metal content planet here. Did get up close because of the rather unusual colours, you may have noticed them just a moment ago. So this here is the M78 Nebula, and like I say, I can successfully plot a course here now because I went towards Rigel first. Now, when you first look at this nebula here, you may wonder what all the fuss is about. Why bother going there? It doesn't look too much different to many other nebula, but it's not until you look from below that you see it's actually rather unique. So that in itself makes it worth going there, although you can't get close enough to actually get right inside the nebula unfortunately, but you can go below it here and get that rather interesting looking view there. Now, right nearby to the Rigel system is the Witchhead Nebula, and this in itself is well worth stopping off nearby. It's one of the closest blue type nebula you're going to see, and it has stunning contrast to Bernard's Loop over there in the background. Now, whilst the Witchhead Nebula is actually relatively small compared to many of the other nebula in the game, and on top of that you still can't get directly inside of this nebula because there's no stars within it, you can still get up very... So cutting that one short a little bit again, but you know the title of the video if you do want to go and look at it. But just really it's kind of pointing how I changed the exploration series over the years, and I'm kind of onto a new format as well, which we'll have a look at in just a minute again. So thanks again for all the congrats there. Yeah, that was taken in mid 2017, so it's quite an old video. Am I ever going to do any streams with viewers? I don't actually know, Blunt. Maybe. It's certainly something I'd like to do with Google's new platform when that comes out, as that seems to make that very, very easy. You land on other planets. You can land on all the non-atmospheric planets, or most of the non-atmospheric planets, Justin, but not at those ones. Oh no, Spidey, your dogs were chasing a skunk. Oh dear. Did the dogs get got? Yeah, did they get did they get stinky? Pig boy, I would dread to guess. I've never looked. I really wouldn't even know where to put that estimate on all the hours I've put into Elite. Certainly nowhere near as much as a lot of people out there. It's not multiple thousands of hours, I know that much. It might be 2,000 hours. It might be 1,500 hours, 1,500 hours perhaps. I don't know.
but it's not 5,000 hours or anything crazy like that. But yeah, it's quite a bit. Oh, they're extremely stinky. Oh dear, sorry to hear that, Spidey. Sounds like you've got your work cut out for you to get those dogs unstunk, doesn't it? So let's keep going down. Actually, we've got one more giveaway to do before we finish things off. This is for a copy of Everspace. Okay, for a copy of Everspace, which is one of my favourite space shooters. A really nice game. So keeping things simple in the same format as before. We'll say a word in chat. Keep it straightforward. We'll say Everspace. Say Everspace. And we'll do a giveaway for you guys. Okay, so it's for a copy of Everspace. Vert, I've got a lurcher. Well, fortunately, my lurcher doesn't chase skunks because there's no skunks around here, but does have a tendency to try and roll in fox poop when she can, which is not that pleasant. Right, so if we can roll down here. So what I want to do is look at my most recent Elite Exploration series. You can see just now, like ever, I'm still focusing on a whole range of different games, different topics. I particularly like doing topic videos, like the one on Epic here, and the one on Article 13 and Article 11, which was bad news from yesterday. You can see Everspace still, Warframe. So still very much like to Astroneer, Star Citizen. So still keeping up with the same theme that I always started out with, which was mixing things up and trying to keep a bit of diversity going on the channel here. But yeah, Elite's still the main thing, and probably likely always will be. Now, the Discovery series that come to an end toward the end of last year. I think went with a new series which was called The Deep. Yeah, 2 months ago. About time I get another one of those, doesn't it? When will I reach the last sector in Everspace? I'm terrible, aren't I? I'm not anywhere near as good with it as I should be. So hopefully I'll get there on this playthrough, son. I really hope so. And I hope I've got your name right there. Sorry if I didn't. So yes, stop saying Everspace. Stop saying Everspace, and we'll see who's won this. Who's won this? So give me a second. We'll copy all those names over. Bad old Nightbot doing their job. Okay. Okay, so Jamie Turner has won a copy of Everspace. So congratulations for that, Jamie Turner. Okay, so again, as with the other two, if you go and join Discord, if you're not already over on Discord, you can even message there for me. Let's make sure we got the link in there. Ah, there we go. I think Stubby's just got that in there. Yeah, thank you very much, Sergeant Stubby, for that. So yeah, follow the link through there, Jamie. If you can do that now, I can just make sure everything's all right, and then when the stream ends, I'll send the keys over to the winners. So congratulations for that. You can do that anytime you want, really. It's easier if you do it now, but you don't have to do it now. But yeah, join up the Discord server and join the general channel, and just leave a message there to let me know that you're there, and we'll make sure you get your copy of the game. So yeah, Thank you. Nightbot isn't using the new link, isn't it? Oh, it's not, is it? Just seen Nightbot has been updated with the new link though, Spidey. I've made sure to do that. Nightbot seems to misbehave, or either that or I'm absolutely stupid when it comes to using Nightbot. Perhaps it's my old brain not understanding how Nightbot's meant to work, but who knows. Raptor, thank you very, very much for that. Appreciated. Thank you. I'm sorry about the problem on the other one that happened this morning there, but thank you. Right. Okay. So, yeah, thanks everyone for stopping by today. It's been a really, really nice stream. A pretty big milestone, I guess. 150,000 subscribers, but of course, I wouldn't be here without all of you guys and girls. It's been a heck of a amazing 5 years. 5 years in a month from now. Unbelievable. I don't know where the time goes. Well, thank you very much, Jacob. That's appreciated. And thank you, Duchess. Sergeant Stubby, thank you. Yeah, so I'm going to head off. I'd like to thank you all for stopping by. Congratulations to the winners. I will send over your keys in just a moment. And Jamie, if you haven't done so already. Oh, there you go. Thank you. There we go. So yeah, thank you very much. If you want to hang around a few minutes, I'm going to play my most recent exploration series, The Deep, which it looks like quite a few of you have already watched, but you know, why not see it again? And I'll be continuing with this series again very soon. Just keep an eye out for the second episode here. So I'm going to head off and I'll leave you with this episode. Pretty much started out with exploration in Elite Dangerous, and out of all the videos I do, it's the one series I certainly like to do. One of the series I really do perhaps enjoy the most. So there we go. Thanks again, everyone, and I'll catch you all soon, okay? Take care. Guys and girls, I'm Obsidian Ant, and welcome to The Deep. This is my new exploration series for Elite Dangerous, where we head on out into the galaxy to make new discoveries and explore all the wonders that are out there. Now, with the latest version of Elite Dangerous that arrived at the end of 2018 with Chapter 4 of Beyond, we've got a whole bunch of new exploration tools, and this has put a dramatically different slant on what exploration can be about. Specifically, it's now far easier to find wonderful surface sites, much like this one here, using the new detailed surface scanner launching probes at the planet, and of course we have the codex as well as the full spectrum scanner. In short then, exploration is now far more fleshed out than it's ever been. Now in the background you can see the galactic core, that area that is the centre of the galaxy, and if you're not much of an explorer, especially if you haven't left the civilized areas of space, and this is simply because I'm many thousand light years away from Earth, around about 24,000 light years in fact. The plan then was to travel upwards away from the galactic plane so that we could get an overview of the galaxy itself. Now whilst that's a relatively short trip from my current location, I come across many things that prove to be distracting. So yes, there are a lot of things out here that remain unexplored and undiscovered. It's hard not to imagine that with the amount of stars and planets here. In fact, currently 400 billion star systems in the galaxy, and only 0.03% or thereabouts has actually been explored by players. That means that far more than 99% of the galaxy remains completely a mystery. Now, whilst it's true to say that many areas in the galaxy do look similar, in fact some even you could go as far as say look the same, it's also true to say that there is a huge variety out here. You just need to know where to look and how to use the tools that have been provided. The new detailed surface scanner then is not about mapping the planets really, at least not in the way it used to be. Instead now it allows us to launch probes at the planet and discover surface features down there. This can be, as in the case here, geological sites, or if you're far more lucky, it can be biological sites, so living organisms down there. Those are far rarer. So when you do come across a planet with surface locations, you'll know exactly how many sites there are. This one has 10, but the trick is really to find the one that's most visually interesting. Oftentimes these can be in canyons or craters or other such geological areas. And these are my personal favourite, which are always that much better if you can find a planet hanging there on the horizon. On this leg of the journey I come across something I'm always looking out for. This was 2 moons in extreme close proximity to each other. Sometimes you can find them closer than this, but here is good enough. What that essentially means is that you're going to find a good chance of geological features down on the surface, but you're also always going to see the other planet, or the other moon rather, hanging very close by. These locations are not only visually appealing, but you can also get out and collect a few materials and also use your composition scanner to gain a codex entry as well as a small credit payout. Now the neighbouring moon was much more interesting, as from there we could see the moon we'd just left. And this is one of the things I really do love about Elite Dangerous, looking up into the night sky, seeing a location there and knowing that you can not only see it, but you can visit it, land there, drive around, or look back and see where you come from. It really does convey a sense of scale that few other games manage to achieve. Now talking of scale, many of you will no doubt be aware of the monumental epic journey called Distant Worlds 2, where over 11,000 players are journeying 65,000 light years to the other side of the galaxy. Now, like many other players, I've joined up on this expedition. I will be making a specific Distant Worlds 2 video very soon. That will document the journey between Waypoint 1 and Waypoint 2, so do keep an eye out for that. But for now, here's some footage of my journey so far.